Folks, welcome back. Joining me now for the latest on the attack on Newsmax and American free speech, the CEO of NEWSMAX Media, Christopher Ruddy. Hey, boss, great to see you. AT&T pays 75 cable channels and all 22 liberal news fees to carry their products. They pay left-wing channels with much smaller audiences than Newsmax. And they're telling our angry viewers that they're still negotiating with Newsmax. Is that true? And what's your response to AT&T's efforts to cover up their ideological bigotry toward conservatives?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on, Chris. Really appreciate you talking about the subject. It's an important subject not only for people that are DirecTV subscribers or even Newsmax viewers or readers. It's important for every American because we are suffering an act of censorship, a very brazen, blatant act of censorship. A lot of people have said this is just a terrible thing that was done. Newsmax, I should say, is always willing to negotiate, but DirecTV said to us, they gave us a final offer. The final offer was that Newsmax should get zero cable fees, get nothing. And they pay 22 liberal news channels. Everybody gets paid because you really need the fees to have a news organization. It's very expensive with the resources. And we were very highly rated. We're the fourth highest rated cable news channel. We reached 25 million Americans regularly. That's according to Nielsen. And they just did not want to have us on. So they were going to treat us differently than all other major cable channels. So we're happy to negotiate, but they have to be willing to treat us as a major news channel. And the fee we were asking, let me be very blunt here, was about $1 per year per cable subscriber. When DirecTV people call up, they'll say they were asking a significant increase in their fees. $1? Let me tell you, CNN gets $14, and we have half their rating in every day part. Almost every channel with lower ratings gets multiples of what we're asking for. We were being very humble and modest as a relatively new cable channel. We have been accepted by several major cable operators for this small fee. Every major agreement we had last year has renewed. This is a company, just remember, this is a company that deplatformed One America last year. Newsmax is this year. We were both targeted by Pelosi's congresspeople when they wrote a letter to the head of AT&T and basically said in the letter that One America and Newsmax should be deplatformed for misinformation to the public, which of course the Democrats love to say.
Well, I've got to ask this too, just to be clear. They're telling AT&T and DirecTV, telling all of the people that are calling and canceling their service they're still in negotiations with us. That's not true, is it?
No, it's absolutely not true. We're happy to negotiate, but they gave us a final offer. So if they were willing to actually have a negotiation, they don't want us on. So they're using every excuse, and they keep changing the excuses. This is a very modest deal for them. We are a big channel relatively to other cable channels. They've misrepresented a lot of things about us. But you know what? Members of Congress are not buying it. You know why? So many of them come on Newsmax to reach the public. And you've heard it as well as I have, that they'll say that they get more reaction coming on Newsmax from their constituents than Fox.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the public outcry, I don't know, it's just been tremendous. My inbox is full. Latest to come out in support for Newsmax is former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin. She took to Instagram to write, quote, "Censoring Newsmax is only the start in the socialist agenda to transform America. It's serious." And as stated, my inbox is flowing. I know people have been flooding Newsmax with emails, phone calls of support. Tell the folks out there what their calls and emails have meant to you.
Well, first of all, I'm really grateful for the support that we've gotten. I mean, it's off the charts how great people have been, not only calling DirecTV if they're a customer, AT&T. I know President Trump has encouraged people to cancel their cell phone service, their wireless services, many other providers. He said he was changing his. And we hear that there's a lot of calls going in there. Congress has been flooded with calls, and we encourage people to call Congress to ask for hearings, not because it's Newsmax, but about the shutdown of conservative media by DirecTV, which is really the major cable company that's done this, but also we've seen in big tech the close down of conservative voices. And I think that they should ask when they call for a hearing date, not just say, oh, we're going to do hearings. What's the date, Congressman? What's the date, Senator? We're very open to open our books and show all of our documentation. I don't think DirecTV and AT&T are going to want to do that.
No, I would imagine they wouldn't. Chris Ruddy, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your time here on the Chris Salcedo Show, and the openness and transparency has been phenomenal. Thank you. Folks, as you know, AT&T's DirecTV last Wednesday removed NewsMax from 13 million homes. It was pure censorship, and this is the second conservative channel they have canceled in a year, claiming they're saving you money. That's just not true. DirecTV is keeping 22 liberal channels that cost you much more than NewsMax, and they have lower ratings than we do. President Trump, as you just heard Mr. Ruddy allude to there, is urging Americans, if you're a DirecTV subscriber, go ahead and cancel them. He also says if you're an AT&T customer, you can cancel their cell phone service and their internet service. Tens of thousands of people called them this last week. Support free speech and NewsMax. Keep those calls going in and oppose censorship. Call today. It only takes a few minutes to let your voice be heard.